Welcome back to an episode of the Wrestling Aroundup, where we go through the week's biggest wrestling news. Joining me, as ever, is the world famous Terpius. Terpius, how are we doing?
Hello.
Good. Nice to see you stuck with the no banter rule.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you've crossed that line one too many times. It is the news, so of course we've got a world class wrestling journalist in the form of Aaron Franklin. How are we doing?
Here on time.
Well, mate, you don't have to do that in front of Peters. It wasn't his fault he was late. It was Andy Peters' fault. So if I had been on time, Andy Peters would have been taking the blame. And I feel like we all can't hate Andy Peters because he's a national treasure. So what I was doing...
Hang on a minute. I know there's no banner on this show.
Taking one for the team.
Does Andy Peters qualify as a national treasure?
Yeah.
He's a minor celebrity at best, isn't
he? Yes, and there's no banter, so we can't discuss it. So.
Matt Lawrence on a new round. Full on national treasure. But
after his Paddy Power advert.
Andy Peters, I'm just not sure about this.
Right. Also joining me is the ever-present world-renowned, wonderful Scoop L. I can never remember. It's fine. You're here.
Scoop L.
Scoop L's here.
With some scoops.
Have you actually got a scoop?
Yeah.
Before you do your scoop, then, special guest on the new show after a long hiatus. He's back. Hopefully, he's not brought any banter with him. It's Bob Roode.
Hello, Ross.
Yeah, cheers, Bob. What's your scoop then? Tell me your scoops.
We're still not in the top 50 Malaysian wrestling podcast.
That's because it was late last week.
We've stayed. It was late last week. Can't believe you forgot to upload it. Shocking, really. But in the UK, we're 188th. Which probably is down 39 places, but I thought I was up from last week. So we must have gone up and down
in midweek.
Midweek rise, yeah. We've peaked at 46. I don't know when that was. Didn't say.
What, in the UK?
Our peak position is 46 in the UK, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That must have been that WCW episode that did one. You know that? I know it's been loads. Which was the one? Like War Games 96 on it.
I don't know.
The one that went absolutely mental.
Considering
when we used to
Conrad Thompson has at least 46 of his shows of his own. I think that's not bad.
Yeah, with the highest rated non-Conrad podcast. I don't know if that's true.
I'll say that. Right, what have you got any actual wrestling scoops? Or is it
hang on, let me check Fightful Select. Oh, Phil's picking us up at 10 a.m. He's setting off from Downton at 8:15. That's a scoop.
I'll tell you what the scoop is. Phil's going to be late, and you will not be picked up at 10 a.m.
No, I think Phil will be on time. What have we got here? Got a list of producers from Raw last week. So Kenny Dykstra produced Angelo Dawkins versus Seth Rollins. Is that kind of a scoop?
Supposedly very, very good match, wasn't it?
There you go. Put together by Kenny Dykstra.
I always liked Kenny Dykstra.
Sean Daivari, the Daivaris taking off a wrestling, aren't he? Sean Daivari produced Ziggler versus Gable on Raw, and then Ari Daivari is in AEW now.
Again, Ziggler versus Gable was supposed to be very, very good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got actually no scoops apart from producers.
Oh, no, I do. They finished writing SmackDown on the Thursday afternoon. That is insane. Given what we've listened to and heard about Vince tearing up the script the day of. Imagine that. Thursday afternoon, all right, SmackDown's done now, and then just went and recorded it on Friday.
Well, he's completely started again, and allegedly that was how it was written in the Attitude Era, wasn't it?
It makes sense to give people time to practice.
Yeah. Right then, so we'll start with WWE and something I called on last week's show because I saw it happen, and then I went back and listened to our show to make sure that I was right. Hit Row have returned. I said this would happen, so wrestling genius. Are we excited about Hit Row? I mean, I don't really know much about them because I didn't see their NXT. However, everybody loved them, and I believe it was a massive shock they got released.
Well, they were on the main roster for about a week before they got released.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Swerve isn't there, is he?
No, he's still on AEW. He's doing all right.
There was the female. She's quite good in from what I've been told.
B-Fab. She's there. That was a surprise. We thought it might just be Top Dollar and Ashanti the Adonis. But no, B-Fab is there as well.
B-Fab is there. They came out. I've heard they're apparently going to be heels but they came out to a face welcoming. Where are these on the return scale?
Oh, so did you not see us? The news.
They've got a massive
Top Dollar. No, Top Dollar said they were the priority. Triple H. So who are we to say that the Top Dollar's lying?
No, but in terms of excitement, then where are these?
Top Dollar said the number one.
No, forget that. Forget what Top Dollar thinks.
Bray Wyatt come back, whatever happens next, it doesn't matter.
I'm asking for an opinion from my 3 illustrious guests, who are all wrestling journalists. Only one is world class though. Where are Hit Row on the returns we've seen so far?
Who have we had?
Carrying Cross.
They're pretty much near the bottom, aren't they?
Dakota Kai.
They're probably the bottom one.
Dexter Loomis.
Yeah, I put him possibly above Dexter Loomis.
I think
like
Dexter Loomis.
They're missing something, aren't they? Without Swerve. What do you think? So it feels like only half of them have come back, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Swerve is amazing, isn't he?
Well, I feel like last time it was a vehicle for him, wasn't it? And he's not there now. So.
But the tag team division needs to be added, doesn't it? Right, speak Dexter Loomis. Was anybody watched SmackDown on Friday? He was in the crowd again, wasn't he?
That was Raw.
Was it? Was it Raw?
Yeah, it was Raw.
Yeah.
I was in.
It was Raw.
Well, then why Cultaholic posting reports about him being in the crowd yesterday? It's old news, isn't it?
Yeah. It was Raw. Yeah.
Right, you might turn up tonight. Jesus Christ. Speaking of people coming back, Bray Wyatt apparently is very, very likely to return.
That doesn't surprise me.
But as who? Who's he returning? Is he going to be the Fiend?
No, hopefully not.
Cult leader? Is he going to be something completely different?
I'd like to see like a mashup of them both to a certain extent, but more cult leader. So I think that's what works well for him. That's what got him over in the first instance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Eric Rowan is very open to returning to WWE as well.
But didn't he turn up as somebody's Danhausen's partner on AEW?
Yeah, but he's not signed.
I don't think he's signed though. I think that was just a one-off because
no, he's not signed.
AEW don't have enough wrestlers. So what they need to do is they need to bring random people in. Eric Rowan. To pad out the show.
Well, they've got 3 shows. They've got 198 wrestlers or something.
They've got 4 shows if you take the 2. I guess if you take the 2, Dark and Dark Elevation. But I think it was just because it was in his hometown. It's a big pop for Eric Rowan.
Was it?
I don't know.
Was it a big pop?
No, it's a nice moment. It's a nice moment. I've got another rabbit hole taking the piss out of Eric Rowan now, but it's good for him, really.
I want him to finally long-term booking. I want him to get his revenge on The Rock. I don't know. Imagine if he was the one who beat him at WrestleMania.
Yeah. The Rock beats Roman Reigns. Everyone thinks, bloody hell. And you just say, bow, bow. And then Eric Rowan comes out, releases the spider, attacks The Rock, and he wins.
Do you have music I thought he was doing then? I thought he was doing, The Godfathers.
Yeah, Eric Rowan, Godfather. No, I can't remember his music. I thought I knew it, and I realised I didn't. But it was like some sort of like banjo type thing, like
the Redbeard Pimp.
Yeah, that's what we need. Eric Rowan to come back as Godfather.
Yeah, but no, Bray Wyatt, it makes sense, doesn't it? Really, I don't feel like Triple H is done. I don't know when he'll come back though. Possibly tonight, because this is what's happened. The last 2 reports that have come out, like. Oh, they've been after Hit Row. They've been talking to Hit Row. They've been talking to Karrion Kross. They've appeared that night. So by the time I've loaded this, Bray Wyatt would have, arrived 2 months
Bray
ago.
Wyatt
what they need to do is just Clash. You should bring a bracket Clash.
Yes, he needs a bigger platform.
So the only issue I think you're going to have with Clash at the Castle is it's going to be very hard to sneak him into the country without anyone finding out, unless they just do it and no one, everyone. Don't care, like it builds anticipation anyway.
Unless he shaves his beard.
Yeah. Comes back as Bray Wyatt's younger brother.
Well, apparently,
Dallas,
according to Mike According to Mike Rotunda, neither of them were done in the wrestling business. So,
yeah.
What was it being about Bo Dallas?
Former NXT champion Bo Dallas.
Well, he was for our next Wrestling Conspiracies podcast. He did wrestle at WrestleMania instead of Bray.
What, in the mask?
Yeah, it was a conspiracy on it. Yeah.
Have we ever done a Wrestling Conspiracy podcast?
Yeah, we did. We did one.
Yeah, we did
one. No, we did.
Yeah, because we asked for submissions, didn't we? And what was one of them? There's some guy fucking died in the ring. I can't remember what it was now. So we got some mental submission from some guy, and I can't remember. It's Jonesy on wrestling. He didn't listen anymore. What you did say?
We never did this conspiracy.
We did do it. It was just some random Raw match, and someone tried to attack someone with a steel pipe from there. It was mad. One more I was looking for, but it was good all the same.
Well done, Jonesy. Bray Wyatt can't come back tonight because what an absolute damn squib that'd be. But it's just
why anything can happen in their old wrestling federation.
Yeah, but come on.
So you want your Raw to be in, must see.
Yeah, do it anyhow without him. And where does he come back? Does he go back into the main event?
Yeah. No, main event, but not the title picture. I'm very strong about this. That's what killed the Fiend off the first time. Was he got that stupid title run?
Is that Undertaker? He doesn't need a title.
Doesn't need a title. Or if you're going to do it, at least get him for chain for everyone else first. Like, don't put him straight over because he has to lose.
He needs to be Spooky Skank Jr.
Yeah, Spooky Skank Jr. Fishnets. Imagine if he did come back as the Spooky Skank. Because obviously we know that, well, actually, Vince involved in him, Isaac, because we know Vince listens.
Well, does Hunt listen? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, we'll find out. Well, we will. We're going to manifest it now. Spooky Skank, Bray Wyatt.
Right, speaking of people who are teasing returns, I don't believe this is true. Leo Rush has teased a return.
Yeah.
He has. He put on a full-on video package today online.
He
was a Triple H guy.
Was he?
Triple H looked after him a lot in NXT. Made him the face of the Cruiserweight division, if you remember such a thing.
No. He was obviously Lashley's manager. I think he did well as Lashley's manager. He was released halfway through that, wasn't he?
Yeah, but perceived attitude problems.
We
just forgot on the Bray Wyatt stuff. Apparently Vince kept shouting out him, calling him a fat cunt.
Nobody can tell me that Vince leaving WWE was a bad idea.
I've come around to the idea now.
Nobody can tell me that Vince leaving WWE was bad.
Apparently I used to just give him derogatory comments on his way all the time. So Vince.
This is Vince McMahon who ran the Piggy James angle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Leo Rush, is he coming back? He'll be a good manager for somebody, I guess.
No, I don't. I'd put him in the ring.
Would you?
Yeah. He's only young, isn't he?
Really young, isn't he?
Yeah, but then when you don't get his own way, he'll retire again in 2 months. So.
He's roughly half the age of Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, but as we know, Peters, Tony Khan mismanages people. That's Jonathan Gresham. It's not on my list of things that our world-class wrestling journalist has planned us, but the rumour today is Nia Jax's return.
Oh, no.
Why?
Don't know. She was trending on Twitter. I clicked on it to see why she was trending, and it was everybody saying, I hope the rumours of Nia Jax coming back aren't true. So I didn't actually see a source of Nia Jax coming. So I don't know where it's come from, because it was just everybody whinging about her coming back.
Well, maybe I've got a source. She's not actually coming back to the WWE. She's coming back to the Wrestling Entertainment Series.
It finally goes ahead in Nottingham.
It's going ahead in Nottingham on September the 2nd. So,
I think Virgil will sleep with 1 million different women before Wrestling Entertainment Series puts out a show.
Don't know why they're not doing that. If they're going to do it, why aren't they doing Friday night in Cardiff? You know what I mean? Why is no one doing it? Oh, ICW do it actually, but midnight for some reason.
Maybe something else is going on there. Maybe it's booked.
Yeah.
Is there an NXT on the Friday?
No, it's an Undertaker. Hang on, I'm going to go shoot on this. Undertaker 1 Dead Man show. This is on your news, Ross. It's breaking the script. Cheapest ticket was £100 and some pound.
It's been promoted by WWE as well, isn't it? They've been pushing it out.
It's an official thing, yeah.
I assumed it'd been inside the ropes then.
No, he got banned from doing that. It's he did one in Nashville as well, but I didn't hear it was that expensive because it's very expensive.
That's outrageously expensive. One thing.
Massive audience, isn't it? You've got 60,000 people there. The theatre holds 1,000. But they can't reckon that much money off it is worth it to the bottom line. You should just put like all the ticket holders in a raffle.
Yeah, but
I guess what's the point of doing that? You got to make money on it. But
yeah, but what if like out of you, the 4 of you are going? What if one of you gets a ticket in the raffle?
Yeah, just Phil.
Phil has to go on his own.
Phil's there on his own.
He's drove you, so
yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I'd go. Hey, it's a guy called the Spooky's Gang. And Jeffy got me money, but no.
Yeah,
sure,
I would love that. If you're going to take a big booty Jew,
I ain't no Spooky's Gang. You dressed me up as a penis. I had a penis on the fucking Eggman. No, you good on it. Yeah, I wish I could make Eggman take a cat.
The thing that makes me happy is I know that Undertaker would be genuinely pissed off with every single thing you've put him in.
Well, just wait till you see Terry Taker versus the Underpeters.
Maybe it's a good job you lot aren't going.
Going soon.
Exciting stuff. So yeah, Nia Jax. I mean, does the women's division need any more people?
Yes, but depends who
her.
Really. Yeah, just it's
Yeah, just not her.
Peter, she's going to say something new.
No, that's just laughing at Aaron. I agree.
It's again. I've actually done some research this week. It's not on the list. Well, apparently, we couldn't pronounce his name last week. We've been reliably informed that it is Takeshita. He has turned WWE down.
Yeah, he's after AEW.
Mm-hmm. He's got no interest in WWE
to Japan.
So I mean, it's a difficult one for Japanese for the Japanese wrestlers, isn't it? Coming across because who's been booked well out of the Japanese wrestlers? Nakamura until he went to the main roster.
Oh, even when he started on the main roster, I mean, I know he lost to Jinder Mahal, but everyone did at that point, right? So it's fine. But he won the Royal Rumble. It was his ill-conceived heel turn that did it for him.
Yeah,
that was what killed his momentum, and also like having like 3 matches with AJ Styles and not winning any of them. Even if it had lost the main event of WrestleMania and then,
do you know what I mean?
Being heelish.
Nakamura was huge over there. Kenta had his Hideo Itami as he was over here, had his injury problems. I get that. But really, I mean, is Asuka the best Japanese booked wrestler in WWE? Not if you was Tanahashi or Naito or even this Takeshita fella. Why would you come over it when you're not going to be where you was in Japan? It's a big risk to move across the world to then not be booked very well.
The surfing. That's why Nakamura loves the surfing, doesn't he?
Do you know what I mean? You might as well stay where you've been.
Because I was going to say, like, at least Triple H is but then he didn't really do much for Kushida, did he? Which is
it's weird because that was like quite a big signing as well, wasn't it?
It was a huge sign, yeah.
But then, how much was Kushida there towards the end of Triple H's power win?
No, I think he was there for a long time. It just didn't do anything. When did we see him at WCPW? That must have been 2019.
Yeah.
I think he went
earlier than that. Earlier than that.
Yeah.
2018 was it? Maybe.
Oh, it was 2018. Yeah, it didn't go. It wasn't long after that, was it?
No, he didn't.
No, that was probably 2017. Actually, I think.
He went. Did he go for some title? He went for some titles, didn't
he? Yeah, but he didn't really get out of NXT, did he? He was in the cruiserweight division, but obviously that's not a thing anymore. I think they really started pushing him, but only to the end of his contract when he'd already made his mind up. I think really. But yeah, I think Asuka's probably the only person.
Io Shirai's done all right.
Yeah,
obviously not. We'll see what she does on the main roster.
Yeah, I think for the most part, it's been easier to do it on NXT.
Yeah,
but I think it might change. Like, obviously, it was a strong match between Gunther and Nakamura, wasn't it?
Yeah. I would love. I mean, you can't go back, can you? But the absolute hype around Nakamura when he came into NXT, I instantly fell in love with him.
What?
Yeah,
and then it's a bit his first feud was with Dolph Ziggler when he came on the main roster.
Yeah, but again, like they did push him eventually. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Royal Rumble winner is a big deal.
I think he'll get back up to that level fairly quick.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. I think the overall mystique has gone now, isn't it? I think
they need to get rid of the titles off Roman, and then you can have Shinsuke in one picture for one of the titles.
Yeah. Well, they teased that match earlier in the year and didn't do it as well, didn't they?
Roman and Nakamura. It'd be such a good match.
Yeah.
As much as I liked Nakamura's rap music, if he goes back to his original music. It's at a massive venue. He's got the violinist out.
He's had his original music for about a year. Has
he gone back? I don't watch the program, do I?
We could tell. He had Boogs doing it for a bit.
Yeah, Boogs on the guitar.
Yeah, I've seen that live as well.
Where's Boogs?
They get the violinist out, like they did like one of his takeover ones. I think it might be when he lost to Bob Roode. That against Roman Reigns. Money all over, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they could definitely. I think you'll start to get like special entrances of pay-per-views and stuff like that again. So really
the first WWE Japanese World Champion.
Yeah. Well, is he, or is it Antonio Inoki?
Did that count? Is that one of the ones?
We don't know. Does it count? We don't know.
Well, fans, listen to our wrestling conspiracy. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy or it's a curiosity, but yeah, I think with Nakamura, you could only really that hype again. You could only really do with Okada or Naito now. I think not any of us.
Tanahashi,
he's a bit old now, isn't he? I feel like you would know he was coming in for a one-off. You know when like Liger came in that time.
Yeah, and wrestled do you know what the most mental thing about Liger coming in? He wrestled Tyler Breeze.
Is that right?
I know it's a good match, but just think about it. You've got Jushin Thunder Liger, one of the biggest legends in wrestling, and he comes in, and the one pair you go, yeah, you're going to go against this guy who was like a Zoolander ripoff. I get NXT was different, but put him against Finn Balor.
It'd be him. Eh? What's your issue?
Put him against Finn Balor.
Finn Balor was in the main event.
So yeah, Samoa Joe wasn't in the main event. I don't think he did much on that card. Samoa Joe.
He had a big match against Baron Corbin, didn't he?
Christ, get rid of that. Jesus Christ.
I thought it was good for Tyler Breeze, wasn't it? I thought.
Well,
we're still on the main roster. Is he going to come back?
I don't know.
Still sort of connected with WWE, isn't
he? He still does up, down, down, doesn't
he?
Yeah. But if all these people are going to come back, then what we would need would be some sort of WWE roster shakeup.
Yes.
Which is apparently going to happen. Mm-hmm. Are we going back to a brand split?
No, I would say not.
I think we are. I think
I want to.
Certainly done it already, I think.
Go back to a brand split.
Yeah.
And keep them completely separate. Go back to pay-per-views being separate. Unless it's the big ones.
Yeah, I like it. I don't think we'll go back to pay-per-views being separate because doing them in two bigger venues now. That I think you need all your big stars at once.
You have two brands though. You can build more big stars.
Yeah, I know, but like you're not gonna. I don't know. I just can't see a Raw show filling anything other than a standard arena. And they're trying to do like 5 or 6 stadiums a year now, aren't they? Yeah,
but you can do that with you've got your 4 big shows. Money in the Bank. You can put that one together.
Yeah, that's 5th. So you've got 2 Saudi ones.
Yeah.
International one. That's 8 already. How many more do you need?
So there you go. That's what I mean.
So you could have like 4.
Yeah, 4.
As long as they don't go back to when was that year they had like 2 a month? They had a Raw and a SmackDown one every month.
Yeah.
That was too many. Really.
What was it called? Ruthless aggression towards.
Yeah. I think so. You used to get one and like 1 3 weeks later, and then there was.
It was after. It was not after Ruthless Aggression. Was it not when they went back to the brand split when Shane was running it?
I think then they'd calm down again a little bit.
There was one.
I do remember there was the ECW pay-per-view was like literally a week after Survivor Series. And it was like the SmackDown one like a week after that.
In recent memory, they had 14 in 1 year.
Yeah. So, I think 8 big ones. 8.
Or if you're gonna just do a brand split right then, just do a proper brand split. Just like if you're gonna keep the pay-per-views together, fine, keep the pay-per-views together. But let's stop just having anyone turn up on any show. Separate the belts.
Yeah, they need to split the belts. Like immediately. I'm sick of it now. It's carrying across the
Raw. If they do that, yeah, yes. If they do brand split and for the pay-per-views, they need to split up the commentary teams. So hand over to the commentary team. Cannot be putting up with Michael Cole and fucking Corey Graves.
Yeah,
cannot do. Well, I think they will because is it Jim Smith?
Jimmy Smith, that's who it is. I was trying to think who the Raw commentator was today.
Jimmy Smith, Saxton and Graves, McAfee and Cole, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the past couple of pay-per-views, it's just been Cole and Graves on it.
Yeah. I think it's because there was one where there was only one SmackDown match on it, so there was no point in Pat being there. And then there was one where obviously he wrestled in it at SummerSlam.
That was the last one, wasn't it? And then
But I think if that happens, they shouldn't have Graves on both. They should get someone else for SmackDown. Do you know, to make them like two separate ones? Even if someone didn't normally do it. Where's David Otunga? What's he doing this?
I don't know.
Jerry Lawler.
Booker T.
No, not Booker T.
Booker T.
Booker T.
For goodness sake.
Get Foley in for a one-off. He needs to work.
He was good, wasn't he?
I liked Foley when he was a commentator.
Yeah, Booker T was great on commentary.
Ah, God. No. I can't be doing it, to be honest.
But I think they need to do a brand split because they have too many big stars. And I think the TV companies both want a brand split, don't they? They want their own stars.
Yeah, yes and no.
They want the big stars.
Well, the thing is, they've built Roman to be on his own level, and only put him on one show. He needs,
and then let him go part time.
Yeah, why aren't he presented by like why aren't Bobby Lashley someone who said the same?
I don't know. Do you think you could make another star as big as Roman?
Yes, if Drew McIntyre wins a Clash at the Castle, it's the only way.
Because it was really before Roman, the biggest star. Brock Lesnar's a weird one because where do you say he was made as star? I would argue he got a lot bigger when he beat Undertaker, not in 2000, not when he first debuted in 2003.
Seth Rollins was on the way up there after WrestleMania 35, and they fucked that up, didn't they?
No, Seth Rollins fucked that up.
No, I think they did with the Fiend.
Oh, the Fiend, but also Seth Rollins can't keep his mouth shut.
Well, he was saying the correct stuff, wasn't he? It was a pissant small league, and he was richer than Will Ospreay. Live about
it. No, but why say it?
Will Ospreay's running his mouth, and he's like, and they're in the Bing walls. I mean, he was the face in my eyes.
Yeah, it's not good. It's like, you know what that is? That's booking JBL as a face.
No, why are you going to WWE and thinking, right, I'm going to boo this guy because he likes WWE? Don't make any sense, does it? The fans are wrong there. The Fiend stuff was stupid.
Yeah, the Fiend stuff was stupid, but I don't know. Yeah, I think they've not Roman. Would you say Roman's John Cena level star now?
No, sorry, I love Roman, but
no. Where would you put? Would you put Roman?
I don't think he has that effect on it. Yeah, I just think even now, when they announce Cena for a house show or a Raw taping, the 2,000 or 3,000 more tickets sell immediately. I think the same happened when he announced an Edge match for Raw in Toronto next week. But other than that, it just doesn't happen that often.
If you mentioned wrestling to people, who would I might say John Cena or Roman Reigns?
Yeah, but John Cena's had longer, hasn't he?
Yeah. No, I think Roman Reigns can still get there. It needs a few. It's weird, isn't it? Because the only way to be a massive star in wrestling is to leave.
Yeah.
And do films and that.
So would you put him on the Triple H, Undertaker?
Yeah.
Even Ric Flair level?
He's a Hall of Fame.
Crossed over, have they?
He's a Hall of Fame, no doubt. I think Ric Flair, weirdly, has crossed over more in the last 10 years than he ever has anywhere. He's in on every rap album, there's at least one mention of Ric Flair.
He's there dancing on the video.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it's kind of, since Hulk Hogan was outed as a fucking racist on it, everyone seems to, all the rappers seem to have moved across to Ric Flair.
Here's one for you then, going off scripts. Who's the biggest star? Lesnar or Reigns?
Lesnar.
You got to say,
he's got more
edge towards Lesnar.
He's got more of a following.
I think Reigns probably sells more merchandise.
He's got more of a following.
But I think Lesnar still is an uptick when he's announced for shows.
Your criteria you just mentioned then.
Yeah.
I think you've got to go with Lesnar, aren't you?
Yeah. But them two are by far streets ahead of everyone else, are they? I assume when Lesnar comes back, he'll be on Raw.
It has to be.
Just to keep him away from Rowan.
Right then, sticking with WWE and going on with ticket sales. Apparently strong WrestleMania 39 ticket sales. Is this just a good, Triple H is back. He's running it. There's a lot of positivity about WWE. I think the only person who's still negative is our good friend Sidgwick. JD from NY. I've actually agreed with a lot of the stuff he's been saying lately.
Even Tony Khan has been quite passing the praise around about WWE.
Yeah, but I think that's a PR thing because
it will be.
Fans are thinking you're annoying now, Tony.
It's up at Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham fans hate him, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. It's in the good books now, I think.
Yeah, because come back up.
Even Mitrovic, yeah. Hang on, what was the question?
No, it was just strong sales for WrestleMania 39. Is this a direct reaction to Triple H coming back?
I think it's more
the product
that everyone thinks they're getting The Rock.
So this
and
is
also, from a purely practical sense, I think this is the first WrestleMania in about 3 or 4 years that international fans can feel reasonably confident about going to. I think that will have a big impact as well.
Is this the Hollywood one? This is WrestleMania Hollywood.
Yeah. So I mean, I no doubt that I think people are hyped up by the big products, but I think a lot of it will be The Rock. The fact it's in LA. It's easier to get to, brand new stadium.
It's a city you want to go to as well, isn't it? If you've not been to America before,
and people can travel for the first time in a few years.
So, how big's the stadium? Are we talking records here or what?
No, it's about 70,000-80,000, I think. It won't be as big as Dallas. It might be the biggest 2-night one.
Yeah. Cool, right. There's loads of WWE news today. We'll start. We'll just go from the top. Butch is apparently being repackaged. He is a very big Triple H guy, isn't he? Pete Dunne.
Yeah. Apparently they're bringing back Pete Dunne. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. No, but is he going back to the Bruiserweight character?
Yeah, makes sense.
I like
open challenge at a Clash at the Castle. To summer, I don't know. So he comes out, Pete Dunne comes out.
I know, but for what? Like the US title or...
It doesn't matter, just for the pop.
Just an annoying American slagging off the UK.
Yeah, just do... Seth loves a good open challenge these days, doesn't he? But no, he's got a match against Riddle, I think.
American slagging off the UK. Anybody out there who can... Flash Morgan Webster. Hero's reaction in
It's
Wales.
not even in WWE anymore.
No, exactly. That might be even more surprising.
No, it's just not going to happen. Right.
If I was going, I would pop so hard if Flash Morgan Webster.
No, you wouldn't even know his music. You'd be like, what the fuck's this random Who rip-off music? And then...
Well, random Who music rip-off in wrestling. It's obviously the mod father, Flash Morgan Webster.
Fucking hell. No.
He deserved a lot better.
No, nobody cares.
He deserved a lot better.
Sorry. Well, nobody cares. Sorry.
But are we excited? Because I think there's a place on the main roster for a nasty bastard, which is pretty much what Butch is. Oh, not but Pete Dunne is, the Bruiserweight. Just a sadistic, nasty bastard, is I can describe it. But not however he's been put now. I mean, I don't mind the character of Butch now. But Butch isn't going to be world champion, is he?
He's throwing himself into it, hasn't he?
Yeah. Which you've got to do. You might as well do it, and that's probably why he's on TV. So I saw somebody say that's why Baron Corbin's on TV, because no matter what shit you give him, he puts it all into it, so he makes it look all right.
We're saying butchering a world champion, like Pete Dunne. Sounds like your dad's mate, doesn't it? Well, I went out for a pint with Pete Dunne the other week. It's all right. He's doing all right.
Dunne.
Yeah. Oh, Dunne. Bit of an issue with his bowel, but other than that, yeah, he's all right. He's good. Just, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but the Bruiserweight.
Yeah.
His size
he's still good, isn't he? Yeah,
his size will go against him. But...
I don't think it will go against him anymore.
No. I think going forward, you'll see smaller champions.
Yeah.
It will all just be about the big guy.
We're in the new generation.
Yeah, no, but sometimes you just want to see big lads bashing, don't you?
You can do. But it don't have to all be big, though, do they?
No.
Lesnar works best against small guys.
That's true. And Pete Dunne said his ideal match would be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I remember that interview. It was great. He was so unnatural at first. Like, yeah, Brock Lesnar. Kelly Braxton was like, why? Me and Brock. Fantastic interview. Well, should have won awards.
And he was booked very well under Triple H, wasn't he? He's the longest reigning. Is he? No, surely Walter went over it.
Yeah, I think Walter beat him.
Do you know what I want to see on the main roster? Ilya Dragunov, please. Yeah, but right, when he comes back, debut him on the main roster.
Yeah. Hang on a minute, there's a wasp.
There's some sort of flying insect. He's left. He's had enough.
He's gone again. He's out of there.
He's back.
He's back.
Was there a wasp?
No, I thought a moth had just flown into light and killed itself, but it wasn't. I just saw dust fall down. It must have just been where it's hit it, and now it's falling back at light and going back towards it. Stupid prick.
On the scale of feeling like you're safe, so there's a wasp in your room. Where's moth?
Oh, safe. Moth's a piece of piss.
Gross, that they?
As long as it doesn't eat my clothes while I'm wearing them, I don't care.
What an odd thing to say.
Well, they eat clothes.
No, that's what they do. I had a jumper that got absolutely just ran roughshod by a moth.
Did you know that a fact is, and as a former textile cleanliness expert, a lot of holes in t-shirts that people think moths are dry holes.
Oh no, this one was definitely a moth. That's this one. But yeah, it's a thing that using bio.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. So yeah, there you go. Right then, carrying on with WWE, the women's tag team tournament, Naomi and Sasha to return. This would be a crap way to do it.
No, the way they need to do this is crown new champions and then bring Sasha and Naomi out and say we never lost them. That's the way you do it.
Unify. In the meantime, they can post a picture of the titles in the fridge.
Why in the fridge?
Boris Johnson.
The CM Punk reference on it. God damn it. You guys. I'm up to date with your 11 years ago wrestling.
I don't rate them as a tag team anyhow, so I'd bring them back separately for me. Keep Sasha Banks out of wrestling.
She's the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Give over. Oh. Not even in the top 5.
Definitely not in top 5.
Not even in the top 10.
No, I think she is.
Absolutely not.
I don't understand how you can say this.
Have you watched the Royal Rumble with Lita?
Oh, she'd been like one botch, and now she's the worst wrestler ever. Like, no, she's great.
Yeah, ask Paige how good the rest of she is.
No, it's an accident. It's pure accident. You know, worse things have happened. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's Paige. Number one is wrestler.
Paige is back.
Yeah, is she? Is she back?
I don't know.
She's not back. And how come she's not? How come she's not wrestling more?
She's retired.
I want you to say it. I want you to say why she retired.
She retired for injury, freak accident in the ring.
And what happened?
She took a bump badly.
And who was she wrestling?
Doesn't matter, does it?
Who was she wrestling?
It's not relevant to the story.
I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
No. It was a tag match, I think.
And who was it? Who did the move on Paige that put her out of action forever?
Mother Nature, unfortunately. Just one of those.
It was Sasha Banks.
Freak accidents.
Yeah, it was Sasha Banks.
No, I don't think it was.
Sasha Banks is unsafe worker.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Unsafe worker, and she
ready-made feud when she's back.
Well, she's not coming back, is she? Because she's injured. Because Sasha Banks put her out forever.
Sorry, forgot like Edge didn't come back.
Well, we'll see what way. Sasha Banks doesn't deserve. I don't want to wrestle with Sasha Banks. One, she's unsafe. Two, she's unprofessional.
She'd run Ring of Honor. You couldn't wrestle anywhere. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'd be fine though because she move every kick that she did.
Well, hang on. 1 minute you're saying she misses every kick. 1 minute you're saying she's kicked someone too hard.
Yeah, well, someone's obviously said
what is it, Ross?
Someone's obviously said to her, Sasha, you kicked her awful.
Good lord.
You know what I mean? This is rubbish.
Speaking of Paige, she was on She was on the sessions with Renee Paquette and said it was on about her photo leak. Said she was really embarrassed and was at rock bottom after because she was a cokehead and drinking.
Yeah, Del Rio affects that, wasn't it? Is he the most toxic man in the world? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, I was definitely. Yeah. Jim, when he got released, everyone was like, oh my God, Vince has dropped a clanger there. Released one of the best wrestlers ever. No.
Fucking shit. Always has been shit.
Why did he come back?
We saw him at WCW. Do you know what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone was proper wanking him in WCW. Like, it was the greatest thing ever.
Because when he was at Alberto El Patron in Lucha Underground, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. And then he came back with Zeb Colt, didn't
he? Yeah, and now he comes back. Now he's claiming he's going to return to WWE like once a month at least. I know we've dropped out our news cycle now, but he always does it at least once a month.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll be the first to say it. Fuck you, Del Rio.
Yeah. I like Paige though. I hope she does return. I've derailed you tag team titles.
Well, enough about the tag teams. Speaking of a female wrestler who is most certainly better than Sasha Banks, is Doudrop's name changing back?
Yeah, I feel like
it's been in talks, hasn't it?
Do it immediately. Do it right now.
Go back to Viper or Piper Niven?
No, Piper Niven. Like Viper's too Randy Orton now.
Yeah. Piper Niven, sure.
Also, WWE then. The current booking of the mid-card titles to be discussed. They're a weird one, the mid-card titles, aren't they?
Have you seen the way they've been booking them recently, though?
Well, Gunther hasn't had a pay-per-view match yet.
Yeah, I think that's going to change at Clash.
He should change at Clash.
But you had a top-quality TV match, and tonight it's Lashley versus AJ Styles for the first time ever. I think this is what you should do. Get your world titles on pay-per-view. Make these good, big matches to have on telly.
Yeah, but also have them on pay-per-view.
Yeah, you don't want too many, do you? Too much of a bad thing. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Yeah, you can put one on a kickoff show, though, couldn't you?
Yeah. I think
people tune into the kickoff show.
Yeah, I think with the main event...
Recently we've had nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This because doing like video package that deal, it's like, you know, that music where it goes dun, dun, dun. You know that stuff where it makes it sound like it's really the big match is coming. Dun, 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 and
I just think automatically, wrestler. If you say to a wrestler you're on the pre-show, they're going to be like, you know what I mean? Can't be bothered.
It depends where it is. Then I'm pretty sure WrestleMania is still pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Gunther deserves a pay-per-view match. Come on, he's been amazing.
You should go on a Clash of the Castle. But I'm saying overall, if you're going to keep pay-per-views fairly short, I don't think you need to squeeze both mid-card titles on every pay-per-view. Big TV matches, I think, are probably better for them. But then you get more exposure in the main event, SmackDown or Raw, than you are second or third match at pay-per-view.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Right then, staying with, I guess this is WWE news. Freddie Prinze Jr. Says he had plans for Killer Kross to be his first champion. When did he leave, Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No, ages ago.
Oh, wow.
I think he's talking about his own promotion, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's talking about his own promotion.
Yeah. Freddie Prinze Jr. Wrestling.
Well, is that a thing?
I don't know what it's called, but it's a thing.
Yeah, we discussed it before in the news a few months ago.
You reported it. You say you reported the whole thing.
Yeah, it is. Probably.
Yeah, it's starting his own promotion.
Why?
It's going to be more story-based. It was going to be like an American Lucha Underground type thing like that.
Yeah, I think that's the way he's going with it.
You loved it, Ross.
From the guy from Scooby-Doo.
I think it's still in the works. It's still in the works. I don't think he's actually cancelled the plans for it.
It'll be interesting if they do it like Lucha Underground, which was just fucking mental. They had undercover cops, they had murders, they had all sorts. It would only work if you do it like that.
Wrestling Society X.
Tune back in a year's time when Ross is absolutely jizzing over Freddie Prinze Jr.'s wrestling promotion.
That's what it's called.
Well, Lucha Underground went the third season's not very good. But
is that because they tried to tell the wrestlers in contracts they want to be in?
Yeah, maybe. And it just ended, didn't it? It just absolutely ended. I think it's because nobody played Vampiro's music.
But yeah.
But if he does it, and I know you listen, Freddie, just go nuts with it. Go absolutely mental with it. Start killing people off. Don't use any real names. I don't want any real name in there. You know what I mean? Big Rick in Lucha Underground, got a cigar in his eye, wore an eye patch for the rest of the thing.
Okay, which one was Big Rick? Ezekiel.
Yeah, Big Zeke.
Yeah.
He was Big Rick, and he had like 3 people. One of them being Mr. Cisco, who later got murdered by Dario Cueto.
Yeah, good stuff. Sounds like that. Oh, what was that match where if you lost it, you died? On that match.
Yeah, because Mil Muertes died.
Yes.
He got put in a coffin, I think. And he came back as someone else. He came back as like a dark Mil Muertes.
I just remember Jack the Jobber on like Call. Like I might even walk up to the time when he lost, so he is dead. It's moved on.
It's such good stuff. Right then, I think we're done with WWE. The final thing of wrestling is the news that nobody wants to hear. Oh, no, actually. No, we're not. One more thing. Drew McIntyre has been pulled from live events because of a back issue. Is this worrying? Is this precautionary? Is this why Cross has come back? I know, but he did something afterwards.
No, it's a precaution.
He did something with the Usos, didn't he?
Yeah, they just don't want to jack him up before. Smart, really. Yeah, I think he's still appearing. He's just not wrestling.
Right, clever. It's good because he's got one of the best promos in WWE. I think.
Yeah, so he just comes out, waves his sword about, and has a good time.
Well, he ain't got his sword now.
What's the point?
He ain't got his sword. He didn't have it on SmackDown.
He had it at SummerSlam, though, didn't
he? He waved his big magic sword.
Yeah.
It was the first time they ever wrestled in front of Cole as well. That incredible promo.
Yeah.
And then finally, speaking about people who love to wave their swords about, Ric Flair says he's not done with wrestling.
What a way to introduce it.
I saw this on Brian Zane's news roundup. And he was like...
Brian Zane's got a news roundup?
Yeah, this week in regret.
Good for Brian.
And he basically said, Ric Flair, you have been retired twice. You are never going to get anything better than this. Stop. Don't do the odd running, because he's been in Puerto Rico, hasn't he? And he did a thing with Carlos Colon. Nobody wants to see that.
They wanted him to have a match, and he said, "No, it's too soon after my retirement match." Retirement match. I don't think he understands what a retirement match is.
Well, he doesn't, does he? Because I think last time he'd lost that retirement match, and apparently he rang Vince up after the draft and was like, "How come I wasn't drafted?" Vince was like, "Because you retired."
Especially when he passed out twice as well in his retirement match.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a work, wasn't it?
No.
I think
because he had because he said he worked like a heart attack or something.
He did that as well.
So he faked a heart attack. And then still passed out twice.
Passed out legitimately twice due to blood loss. Apparently, Brian Alvarez said he just got pissed on that weekend. Was it on a Sunday?
I think it was due to dehydration as well.
Yeah, he arrived in Nashville on the Thursday or Friday and just got pissed on the weekend, and then just turned up like, I'm going to fuck. And passed out against the dehydration.
This is the difference between Ric Flair, I think, and Rock on Austin. Austin was different. He was told he can't work again. But they've not, I'm not going to say diminished their legacy, but they finished. And they finished. Yes, The Rock's coming back for one-off things, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not every 2 minutes, is it?
But yeah, it's not every 2 minutes. They're not just... Every time Ric Flair gets in the ring now, you're worried for him, right? Because he's the wrestler. From the film.
I don't think he'll get anything.
I don't mind him being on shows.
Yeah.
And doing stuff.
Mm.
But Rick, come on, mate, you've had heart surgery, you've done all this, you've had two of the most perfect send-offs of all time.
No. He had one perfect send-off, and then whatever that was.
Yeah, right. He had one perfect send-off, but he saw that pay-per-view based on his name alone.
Yeah, but
I've not watched it.
Come on, just careful with the hyperbole on saying.
Okay, so he's had a perfect send-off and he's had a decent send-off.
Color Holly put it number one of the 10 saddest wrestling matches ever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Stop, Ric Flair, please stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does anybody want to see him back? No.
But I've got I actually do have a final scoop for us.
Go on.
To end it on. Legit, this there was a wrestling indie show in the UK, and a celebrity on the UK scene. I think he might have appeared weirdly in the Man Celebrity Wrestling Federation. Actually, wrestled.
Who was it?
Mr. Blobby.
Mr. I didn't see this. He said
an indie wrestling show over the weekend. So there we go. Is he could he be in WWE? Could Triple H take a punt on Blobby?
Speaking of somebody who might go back to WWE, though, I think it was a Triple H guy. Big Damo won the Progress World Championship at the weekend.
He did, yeah. Well done.
He looks even more threatening with a shaved head.
Yeah. Could he be a challenger to Mr. Blobby?
Yeah, maybe. Could we come back to the UK one, though?
Yeah. I think I might take him back in.
I think let's book the dream match of Grant Holt versus Mr. Bobby, please.
Yeah, that's what we want. No, Dave Benson Phillips needs to get involved as well, right? Who else is on the random UK celebrities who've actually wrestled? Lambert Opik. He had a match, didn't he?
Oh, Christ.
I'll put that on we go into wrestling.
Speaking of Dave Benson Phillips, it's not wrestling related, but did you know he voiced Smarty in the Smarties game?
I didn't realize it was the Smarties game.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure you're a Smarty and you're just jumping around the space station. Dave Benson Phillips is the voice of said Smarty.
I don't even know how that would sound.
Like Dave Benson Phillips.
Smarties game. Oh.
It was on, I think it was What Culture Gaming. It was one of the worst games ever.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Can't find it. Can't find a Wikipedia article at this point.
Which, should have called Shit Game for Wankers, but never did they? Right then, there's been no wrestling around wrestling this week.
No.
There was instead a trip back to school.
We played 2 Point Campus. It don't make for the most interesting stream, does it? So I'll probably play that on my own time.
You say that, but you played it for about 3 hours.
It was alright, wasn't it? It was good. Thought it could be more customization. It's a fun game. Would recommend playing. Not necessarily sure it's one for streaming, but we made a long toilet block, didn't we? A long shower. Sack someone for paving in the showers.
A teacher, wasn't it?
Janitor.
A janitor.
Yeah.
So you had space for a janitor?
No, the janitor was there. He got sacked.
Yeah, he got sacked. So that means there's a vacancy for a janitor. Oh,
wait,
still looks after the halls. Somebody who would remind you to keep your wits about you.
Filch.
You could have hired Argus Filch.
We could have hired it. Well, you can't. That's the issue, right? I wanted to do all the give him like daft names and that, but you can't do any of it, can you? It was alright. It was good. It was a good game. Good game.
Is it returning? Is wrestling returning?
Yes, this week. Don't know.
This Wednesday.
Yeah. Don't know what we'll do. Some sort of episode.
Is it probably the go home show with it? So
possibly.
I
think I might do it bi-weekly, but I don't know. I'm still waiting for Rest Sold Out to get back.
Oh well.
There we go.
Tomorrow night,
Tuesday night.
I thought it was Tuesday today, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" What now?
some big surprises. It seems that we may have had a rebranding. Also, biggest signing to Rest Around and Rest Sold Out this week. Biggest signing ever.
I'm concerned.
So you thought Gilbert was a big signing? Oh, just you wait.
I'm concerned because
the rumours are on the rumour mill. It is a former Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation Weekly Wednesday wrestling superstar.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So tune in tomorrow at twitch.tv/Rest Around and see Lou crying in the chat.
Gotta be feeling. Get the lawyers involved again, eh?
Oh.
Absolutely, and I can't.
Lawyers might already be involved, Lee.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Snakeskin series.
Well,
see you
might be the same bloody people this way, mate.
Will there be any poaching from the other way?
Well, I know we're not poaching anyone yet, we
That's what I mean. Will you be poaching anybody?
I'll Terry now. We got all Terry back, don't we? But that's it. That's all we need.
Yeah, well, you got plenty of superstars to choose from. Got a Glitter guy and Savaloy guy.
Yeah, all those old guys.
You got Glacier.
Yeah, got Glacier.
Yeah. No, I think we're good with the roster we've got.
Right then, fighting talk. Terry Peters, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Lou, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Bob Roode, thank you for not being banterous.
Glorious.
And join us on Wednesday where we return to the Rocky Road.
That's it, Mike.